Hey, what's going on, everybody? You're listening to Marrio Esco Live, where we like to interview people who are actively serving the community, share testimonies, music videos, exclusive updates and announcements, and really we just want to utilize the platform to encourage, edify, challenge if necessary as we go over various topics and subjects. We're not perfect and we don't have all the answers, but we're firm believers in iron sharpening iron, and we really just want to build and edify together. So with that said, I hope you're blessed and enjoy the show. Grace and peace. Yo, what up, people? Welcome to Marrio Esco Live. I'm your host, Marrio Esco, and alongside me is my co-host and good friend, Gil Vargas.
Oh my goodness, I feel like I'm about
Gil
to fight.
Vargas is in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up. It's about to be a ride. And let me tell you about this ride.
Oh my gosh.
Practicing.
How much do I weigh?
Listen,
who's my opponent?
I'm practicing for the bag. You got to be professional.
You have to go into
you
the
have to be professional.
Boxing announcer and coming in at approximately 130.
I don't think they say approximately. Do they? Did they say approximately?
Maybe.
My bad, y'all. So, yeah, we're chilling. Let me just share this, man. People are already jumping in, chiming in. What up, everybody? Mike, I see you. Jasmine, what up? What's going on, everybody? Thank you for jumping in.
What up?
I'm about to share this real quick.
Mi gente.
Hold on real quick. Everybody jumping in. What up, everybody out there? Just want to say what's up. Let me see. In my timeline, we live. Is that what I should say? We live.
We live.
Did you share it?
About to.
All right, so let me just share that. I'm using Firefox, y'all.
Ooh.
Okay, I switched from Google.
He's fancy with it.
Yo, I was a diehard Google kind of guy. Google Chrome. Everything was Google Chrome.
I'm still on Google.
Yeah, I was on it.
They're gonna take over the world, by the way.
You know, and we could talk because we don't you know, we don't got an influence like that. So yeah, Google you know,
real.
Yeah, so I
to a bag near
I did some
you.
research and I found out that Firefox was actually better, like the best browser. So I'm using Firefox
And
right
coming
now,
from
so bear
you,
with
the
me, all right?
IT extraordinaire.
So far, it's awesome. I see everybody's comments coming in beautifully.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, Mike, you agree, right?
In the house.
Mike 5 is in the building. Jasmine in the building. What up, y'all? Shane is in the building. I see you, Shane. You're supposed to be
Carvalho.
here. You know what? You know what's messed up?
What?
He told me he couldn't make it because he's studying right now. And he's gonna.
Yo, you know what?
Shane,
That's messed up.
Don't bounce out of the show now just because I said that to try to front like you're studying, bro.
You be taking advantage of our biblical side. Like we can't even get mad at that. Like, yo, guys, I can't go because I'm studying the Word of God. I'm learning to herald the power of Jesus Christ. Wow. Well, then, say a prayer for me, I guess.
Wow, Shane. Everyone jumping in. I apologize. We're gonna keep it moving.
Just pray for me.
Just pray. Just pray for him. I don't know what bag that we were gonna get. Like he just totally just.
I feel convicted. I feel like
that
my
bag
life
is gone.
amounts to nothing.
That guy was like, never mind. On to the next one.
What bag?
Great, thanks.
What are you talking about?
The bag was right there.
The bag was there.
So,
one of you guys.
As you.
The six people that came on.
As you guys.
Don't leave without giving us the bag. Please.
All right, word. Listen. So, yeah, for everybody jumping in, everybody on the podcast, one of the things that we highly recommend that y'all do, you can do, or you could just follow. I mean, it's cool, whatever. But we would love for y'all to join our email list so we can hit you up direct with updates or anything like that. I usually save that for big announcements.
Yeah.
You know, that are coming. And to also follow up on, you know, some projects or things like that. I try to do exclusives in the back end too. So it's just another way for us to connect with you. So
Thanks.
I usually leave it in the description, whether you listen on SoundCloud, Facebook, wherever you listen, your podcast. In the description, it'll be a link to join the email list. Share the show, leave a review. We highly recommend that. I do that on every show. Just get that out the way. Boom, boom, boom. I do mean it. I do mean it.
We do.
But I'm excited about jumping in what we got to jump into. Last week, we had Stephen the Levite.
That was dope.
Last week, Stephen the Levite came through and we shared some of his, you know, some of his live performances and some of the songs, the more recent songs that he released. Now I gotta be upfront.
What's up?
Sometimes I go back. I don't like listening to myself. I don't. But sometimes I like to go back to as a listener.
I guess I'm conceited because I listen to myself.
Oh wow.
As far as the show goes, I want to make sure I don't sound crazy.
Oh yeah. So that's why I do it. So yeah,
okay.
So I went back and I listened, and it's funny because I said right before having Steven jump on, I said, we're not a show that does like exclusive interviews.
We had that conversation just before the show.
I was like, we're not the type of show that does exclusive interviews. We're the kind of show that invite guests to talk about specific topics. And then we just
we have a purpose.
We just went.
I feel like we rip our shirts at that point.
I feel like we went right into interview mode with Stephen the Levite.
We did exactly what we said we weren't gonna do.
I know.
We're not gonna do solely interview. We want to bring purpose and the reasoning and why was he here? I don't know. It was a cool interview though.
It was a dope interview.
Dope. I love it.
Like I was gonna say, now bear with me. For those that hear listening on the podcast, and you hear little awkward pauses, it's because I'm reading everyone's comment because we are doing this live as well on Facebook. So, yeah, my bad.
And we love y'all. We don't want to just go past y'all.
So I'm trying to keep up with what y'all saying. What up? Everybody saying what's up, coming in. Alan, I see you. Yo, what up? Mike, I see y'all. If you guys want to like share any comments or whatever, feel free to do so. We'll do our best to keep up. We were just recapping about last week. Stephen the Levite was on, and we were talking about how we didn't want to conduct like interviews. We didn't want to be that platform, and then we did so anyway last week.
But it was cool though.
But it was a dope interview.
It was dope.
It was a dope interview.
But we wanted to bring like why we had him on, and you know what I'm saying, more in line with the questions we were asking and more in line with our motive. And we kind of lost that. But it's cool though.
You know what? Because it was just natural, like talking to him. I just wanted to, I felt like I had to catch up. Like,
for real.
Like what's going on? What's been, but I felt like we could have dove deeper in some of the subjects that we touched upon.
Yeah.
And
but
we didn't really get to iron that out.
I saw that as a, like a, what is that term? Killed two birds with one stone type thing. So now we get to have him back. But this time we want to bring his wifey. So that way we could talk about their ministry, which if you caught the show, they have a ministry where they basically minister to other couples.
Yeah,
they
it's
teach them.
a podcast called Our Sexual Healing.
But they actually do it one-on-one too at their church.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And then they have the podcast. They have classes. So they really go deep into, relationships, marriage, how you get started, even in the bedroom, some crazy stuff. So we want to bring them back.
Yeah, because I liked what he was talking about. I like when he mentioned a few things, and I was like, ooh, yeah, I want to get into that. Because
the show is called Our Sexual Healing.
Man, I got a freshly bald head, so this cap is like sliding off my head. I
hate that.
Yeah, it's like easing back. Like
every time a winter cap is like, by the end of the day, it's like this.
Yeah. But listen, for those that don't know about the show, man, this is a place where we like to have fun and talk about, CHH related topics. We're Christian creatives as well. And we just like to have fun, entertain y'all, bless y'all. Hopefully y'all are edified and blessed and, have a good time. We don't have a special guest hopping on today, but I do want to make a phone call. I do want to make a phone call.
This is going to be either really dope or really scary. And when I say dope, I mean entertaining wise.
What up? My brother just came in, Steve. What up, Steve? What's going on, man?
Oh, cousin Eddie, what up?
Yo, I'm watching mine. Yo, everything's going good right now, right, y'all? We good? We're running smooth or we choppy? What's going on?
Run it back now, yo.
Run it back now, y'all. Either way, we're recording the back end. I see some hiccups though in my. Make sure your Wi-Fi's off. Look at all this stuff, man.
My Wi-Fi is off?
Yeah, on your phone. On your phone.
I'm like, if I turn it off, I'm hopping off.
So we had Stephen the Levite on. I was excited about that. We do want to invite him and his wife back to talk more in depth about what they talk about on their podcast. So I'm excited about that. And I mentioned lamp mode.
Briefly.
I mentioned lamp mode coming to an end, and I noticed when I went back and I listened, he didn't really like dive into that topic.
Yeah,
I feel like
Mike's saying it's a little choppy.
Yeah, it's a little choppy. I can see it. It's definitely a little choppy on my end. I can see the.
That's because that's Mario wanted to try this Mario Foxing.
Nah, it's not even that. It's like over
fire Foxing right now.
It's like buggy. That's all right. We're gonna keep pressing forward. Hopefully it clears up. So anyway, so yeah, so what was I saying? So we were talking, we were chopping it up.
Yeah, about Stephen the Levite and regarding lamp mode closing.
Yup. Lamp mode coming to the end. We didn't really dive into that. Oh yeah, it definitely dropped. But we're still going. So we're gonna still keep it moving. Hey, bear with us. It looks like it's dropping, it's coming back, it's dropping, it's coming back. It looks like there's some internet problems. So if the Facebook right now, if it's too choppy for y'all, you guys could just hop off and either try to hop back in. Hopefully it still keeps moving smoothly. If not, we're gonna still do the show. So
yeah, we still rocking. And worst case scenario, you could catch what you missed on the audio from SoundCloud.
Right, facts. So if it's too choppy, you could bounce out and catch up after, or try to stick around if it's not too choppy on your end. So anyway,
and to our podcasters, back to our regular programming.
Yeah, back to the program. I mean, this is live, yo. I mean, this is what, it's kind of funny because this is what they do. I wonder if it's because I'm recording a higher quality. Yep,
maybe
because it straight up says.
Yeah, you did. You said you amped it up to like
I amped it up
7K that no one can benefit from.
Yep. So most likely Facebook is gonna be completely out.
Dag, bro.
Reconnected. So now it's like hopping in and out. It's gonna be hopping in and out. So sorry, y'all on the Facebook Live.
Mario's very
tune in next time.
Adventurous. And
we're gonna keep rocking, and I'll re-upload this. Yeah, I wanted to do better quality. That's all I wanted to do. But hey, we're gonna have a better YouTube
for our
YouTubers.
Hey, you guys get
Don't
to
worry.
reap.
I'll bring the quality down a little lower, so that way
y'all get to reap what he sowed.
We could flip that up. Hey, you practice and you get better. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So,
El Chapo, dang.
What happened?
Steven Smetberg called you El Chapo.
El Chapo, there you go.
It's all choppy.
El Choppy. It's a little El Choppy, you know what I'm saying?
That's awesome.
So Lamp Mode coming to an end real quick. That was pretty much Stephen the Levite had mentioned in other interviews. I think it's pretty much public at this point. Yep. But that Lamp Mode is pretty much wrapping up.
Mm-hmm. And it's due to the trends and how things are changing. They were moving actual units, and now that things are mostly digital, it's just not feasible for them to now relearn everything and do a whole new strategy. So they just decided that it would just be best that everyone go independent for the most part. Because, I mean, there's still projects coming out from some of the artists.
Right, yeah, because like even Stephen the Levite himself is still dropping some projects through his Patreon.
SO is still dropping projects.
Shylin still doing projects too. So
he just did a kid's book like in an album. I think it was last year. So you guys can check that out. And Stephen the Levite's new project that she should be releasing soon.
Yeah. So that was dope having him on board with us. Yeah. That was a lot of fun. And I did have Shane returns ? That was next on the doc. But as you can see, Shane ain't with us.
Because I mean, he got a lot of stories to tell. He went to Kentucky and he did his thing out there with the youth. So I'm very curious to know how that all went and how that all went down.
Yeah,
I'm sure you are too.
Well, he said he's gonna try to come through next week, so hopefully, Lord willing, we'll have Shane back next week. But he's doing his studies and stuff and doing his thing, so that's what's up. All right, next, normally what we do a segment where we go through what we're going through at our church and how that's applying throughout our week. But this time around, we got hit with a snowstorm.
In God's sovereignty,
ice storm,
nonetheless.
In God's sovereignty, yeah. Somebody said, I put a post out talking about the weather, and of course, like we know, God's sovereign. Don't be complaining. But
I'm gonna confess, though. I didn't do I don't want to put my pastor under the bus because he didn't tell us to do it or anything like that, and I don't want to say he's unbiblical for not saying that we should have, but I should have took the opportunity to do a little devotion on my family after the service was canceled, and I didn't. So, we kind of just took the opportunity to chill, relax, enjoy the Sunday as a family. But I should have, been like, all right, let's at least read the word and pray or something. I flopped. So yeah.
So that's your
keeps
confession.
you accountable, huh?
That's your deep dive confession.
Yeah, I just want to confess that. Pray for me.
Yeah. So I mean, were you? So what made you get convicted of that?
When you told me that the church BBC, the church you preside at, they said, they sent the email out and they were like, yo, you should do a devotion. I'm like, dang, man, I should do that. I should have done that because you told me after the fact. I was like, man, I kind of flopped on that. I should took the opportunity. But anyway, we learn and we learn. So next time,
you learn and you learn.
Yeah,
you live and you learn.
We always learning. It never ends. So wifey, if you on here, my bad. I dropped it.
That's cool, man. I mean, you're being transparent. That's what's up. Yeah. You being real.
It is what it is.
Okay. And you feel convicted?
Yeah, I should have. But, did you?
So what we're going through currently is Romans.
Dope.
So
that's my favorite book.
We do our own private,
Can I say that? Is that right of us to say that we have a favorite book?
Whenever you talk about your favorite book in the Bible, it's like you talk about this one, like that's my favorite one. You talk about this is my favorite one.
I'm saying, but is that right? Shouldn't we be like the whole Bible is my favorite
ones? I don't know. I think that some people have like a deeper,
connection or appreciation.
Yeah, for certain scriptures. For me, it's Ephesians 2 for me.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
That's always like my go-to. I feel like everything's just right there in Ephesians 2. The gospel, just beginning, end, everything right there.
Yeah, I like Romans because it's like fire and brimstones. Just like it's like such a manly book. Like
Romans.
Yeah, that's why I like it.
I see what you mean. James is another one that's hard hitting. I like that book too because
James is a good one too.
So we're going through Romans 6. We just finished Romans 6, and now we're going into Romans 7. And Paul's just talking about sin and grace. He's really just getting in depth on that, and it's pretty dope. Actually, bro. All right. This is choppy. I'm sorry, y'all, but we're still going. So
I'm with y'all too. So I'm seeing the choppiness.
Yeah. Hopefully the audio's still good. And I can't change the settings now. So now I know I gotta dumb down the quality just a little bit. I went up to 4K. So right now, what it's doing is it's trying to stream. Actually, it's trying to stream in HD. It's not trying to stream in 4K, but it's recording in the back end in 4K on the same computer I'm streaming on.
That's what it is.
Yeah, so that's.
But then, how would that make it choppy?
I know Mike 5 being in IT is probably like shaking his head and like pointing his finger.
He must be like, oh,
why would you try to stream and record in 4K at the same time?
The gigahertz are not working with the manifold of the chassis inside the computer.
So anyway, let's keep pressing. So what were we saying?
Things are computer parts. Huh?
What were you saying?
What was I saying?
I totally lost my train of thought, but that's why we got a doc.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and it'll be cool to listen back and be like, oh, that's what we said.
We totally we don't even know where we were. No, we were talking about the scriptures.
Oh, yeah.
We were talking about our favorite books and stuff like that. I just wanted to let you hang in.
Grace and glory. Go ahead, man.
Grace and glory.
No, go ahead. What was it?
God brings us from grace to glory.
Yeah.
The scriptures. Our favorite book being Romans, and you going through Romans right now with your kid, and he's talking about grace and peace.
Dope. Glory, I guess.
Oh, stupid.
There you go.
So yeah.
So
how was that?
It was. Oh, this is what I. Okay, yeah. Thank you for.
See, I got you, bro. I got you.
Yo,
co-hosting.
Yo, should I shit? I don't know if I. Nah, this is being super transparent.
Go ahead, man. We real. We ain't hiding.
They're real, but I don't want to be like. My daughter, man.
What happened?
My daughter, something about my daughter, man, have me. So we were talking about sin and grace.
Yeah.
Right. And we were talking somehow, obviously everything points back to the gospel. So we went through the gospel, and I don't know how it came around. But it came around to, do you believe to my daughter?
You asked her.
Yeah. Do you believe? And she was like, well, no. And I was like, looking at her like, don't say no because You know, just because you feel like you got to say no. You know what I mean? Because she's aware of herself being a sinner and all that.
Yeah.
And she's like, no. Like, and I was like, do you? Well, let me go through it. And I went through the whole, like, you know, is Christ, do you believe Christ came? Do you believe who he is? He says we went through the whole thing. And she was like, yeah. I was like, so what's the problem? And I didn't want to push, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to push in any kind of way. You
wanted to see where she was at.
Yeah. I was just trying to gauge her, but I'm not trying to, I don't want to push her, but I don't want to, you know, push her either way. Like, I don't want to push her away. I don't want to push her too. I want her to figure it out. And dude, she starts tearing up. Starts crying, bro. And I'm like, well, if you do, you know, if that's the case, you know, the next step is baptism. You know, I was like that, but I'm not pushing you for nothing, you know, just pray and, you know, you take your time. And I was like, if you believe right now, if you believe and anything happens just because you believe and you weren't baptized, you're going to heaven. So do not be afraid. You know?
Don't put too much.
Don't put too much.
I didn't get baptized.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I could see like her fear and you know what I'm saying? It was,
dope.
it was, anyway. That's a transparent moment, bro. That's a
man,
real,
I'm a father.
That's a real talk moment, man.
I'm a father to a daughter. So that's why whenever you tell me like something happened with your daughter, I'm like, yo, I need to hear this. Because I learned, you know what I mean? Like, that's sick.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. That's something that I get to look forward to. Like a conversation that one day when my daughter is fully aware, I'm going to be like, yo, this is the gospel.
Yep.
And be able to ask her that. Like that to me, because my daughter is 2, and I have to repeat myself 50 million times for one response is crazy to me to hear like you be able to have a conversation like that and her respond and show emotion. Like that blows my mind because I don't even have that, not even for a second, where I could just tell my daughter something and she gets it. Like, oh,
right. Yeah. You're talking about like the understanding.
Yeah, bro. That to me is still foreign. Like, you know what I mean? I still have a little baby goo goo gaga, you know, baby. So that's just, I don't know.
It's fire.
That blows my mind.
It was fire. It was like, man, it was a powerful moment. And
did you almost tear? I know I'll probably tear up. No, if my daughter reacts like that,
I had a sense of,
I'll be like,
I had a sense of joy and fear at the same time. I had joy, like, oh man, like, yo, you know what I mean? I'm not pushing.
She getting it?
Yeah, like, I'm not pushing. Not even getting it because she gets it.
Yeah,
but she's showing other signs with it, like tearing, crying, emotion.
But that's the thing. You're like, is that repented?
Right. Exactly.
Or is that like I'm realizing that I'm really not a Christian and I understand it? So that's very confusing.
Dude,
and
it was
hurting, I guess, if that's a word.
It was a beautiful moment for real.
It
was a dope moment. So anyway, pray for my daughter.
Deep dive on daddies. If you're a daddy out there and you have a child that is close to giving them the gospel age, hey, you ain't alone.
That's a real moment.
Dope.
So yeah. So we're going through that and that happened. And it was a blessing.
That's dope.
Cool. So now to trendy news.
Wait, I would like to know how you cheated winter.
Cheated winter?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, actually.
See, I don't know if you guys follow his page, but I saw pictures of water slides and.
See, I don't want to throw off the listener. I am right now straight up bummed about the internet. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna front. But I don't want to mess up the experience for everybody after the fact, and we could still have a show that's dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but. I wanted to do this
Marrio's soul.
I wanted to do because now this is gonna sit with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, but we got a dope quality backup, so it's gonna be good. So I wanted to. What was I saying? I wanted to do this with everybody's interaction on the actual show, but I mean we're gonna do this anyway. I put up. Let me show you something. Let me show y'all something. For those that are rocking with us after the fact, let me show y'all something.
All 4 of y'all.
Exhibit A. So I told everybody about this about this message I got.
This dude, man.
I told everybody about this message that I got.
Are you a student businessman, pastor, musician?
It was this dude who friend requested me, right?
Football football player.
And I saw his
Or woman seeking riches.
yo, I saw his title, right? I saw his title, and I was like, yo, he's some kind of, I don't know, some kind of treasurer of some bank, some crazy. And I was like, who is this dude? And I'm like checking, because he friend requested. I'm like, I usually do, I don't just accept, you know.
Yeah.
This time around, I felt like some reason I was like, yo, this might be like an investor, or it might be like a producer, maybe
That was the flesh.
You know, it
That was Mario's flesh, because he saw the Illuminati and he was like, dang.
no, there was no Illuminati. No, you're mixing the story. No, this is just a regular friend request. Now, mind you, listen, I use my Facebook just to interact with as many people as possible.
Yeah, facts.
You know,
Same, yeah.
that are interested in the same things that I like. I don't use it how, you know, so personalized with just me, my family kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I use it to interact with a community of people that are interested in the same things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was thinking maybe this is somebody who wants to chime in and you know, I don't know, like maybe there's someone who has something to offer or something. I don't know. Maybe he likes my stuff. I have no idea. So I'm like looking, doing my research. I'm like, oh, no, I don't see nothing crazy. I'm like, all right. And now, mind you, I already have like 4,000 something. You know, so it ain't nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to conduct myself with social media. So I let him, you know, we become friends. And he likes a few of my posts. I'm like, all right, cool. Oh, I see him, you know, engaging with my stuff. All right, cool. And I've yet to see any posts from him or whatever, just paying no mind. And the reason why I'm talking about that is because it happened suddenly. If it happened over a few days, I would have left it, but it happened suddenly. It was like friend request. All right, cool. You know, all right, cool. And then like, and I was like, oh, he's already interacting and engaging with my stuff. All right, cool. Then a message, and this is what the message reads: are you a student, businessman, pastor, musician, footballer? I should have.
I didn't even catch that.
I should have known for the jump.
Somehow my mind just corrected it, and I said football player, footballer,
or woman seeking for riches, frame, riches, frame, protection. I should have known from all that.
Dang.
Your time has come. The Illuminati Brotherhood, now or never. Oh, the time has come to join the Illuminati hood now.
And who is he?
He's the Grandmaster.
No, he's the WhatsApp Grandmaster.
He's the WhatsApp Grandmaster.
Oh man, you can't make this stuff up.
He's the WhatsApp.
He's the WhatsApp Grandmaster. So all you people who said that WhatsApp is taking my information, this is the guy. He is the WhatsApp Grandmaster.
He's the WhatsApp Grandmaster. And I cut out
the master?
I cut out the number on the bottom on purpose.
Yo, he actually kind of looks like the dude from the Dragon. Who's the master?
I cut out the number at the bottom on purpose because I didn't want everybody to blow up his phone and go crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Even though it was a WhatsApp number.
So I posted this. I said no. Actually, I called Gil right away. I was like, Gil, yo, I just got this message. Call me. And Gil was like, yo, call it on the show.
I immediately was like, yo, this is priceless. We need to watch this live and call this number to hear what this dude got to say.
Yo, right away, he was like, yo, call this on the show.
By that footballer, I feel like the dude is probably British because they say stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
So, pastor, musician, footballer. Or woman seeking riches. See, even the riches. It makes sense if you read it Britain. Woman seeking riches. Frame. It says frame. It doesn't even say fame.
Do you want to be framed?
Do you want to be framed on a wall?
You want to be framed? You're going to need protection?
Just so you know, this is the sunken place.
I was like, dude, this is not
Join
a really good
the
pitch
sunken
here.
place.
This is a bad pitch, bro. I don't think anyone's going to sign up to your brotherhood, man. Do I want to get what? I want to get riches. Then I want to be framed and I'm going to need protection.
We offer frame protection.
Are you serious? We offer all these things in the same time as you need them. We're going to give you riches, you're going to get framed for it, and then you're going to need protection.
And I'm trustworthy because I am the WhatsApp Grandmaster.
Now or never.
That's, man.
Yo,
man.
Real talk. Real talk. See,
that just made me want to call.
Those moments are gold.
That just wanted me to call that much more to hear what this dude had to say. And if he really would have came out with a British accent, I would have died laughing.
I got the number, bro.
Yo, we should call it. What do you guys think? Should we call it live?
Bro, I don't even think they. I hope we're still. Are we still
Three of
streaming?
you. Hey, you three.
Are we still streaming though? Like
you three on the live with us. Do you want us to call? It shouldn't be that hard to answer.
No, I'm gonna call. It's not a question.
It's gonna be awesome.
But I got a call on my WhatsApp because he's the WhatsApp grandmaster.
I feel like every time I say that, I want to say
WhatsApp. Let me see. I gotta put this number down right here so that way I can follow it.
That is a terrible name for an app.
What?
WhatsApp.
So we're like,
it's like you ran out of ideas. Like, what are we gonna call this thing? WhatsApp. What's happening?
What's happening? What's that? So I am gonna legit call this on my phone. I don't know what. You know what? Now that's not the end of the story. So that's not the weird part. So I post up on social media. I say, "Yo, do you guys?" The Illuminati just sent me a message and left me a number to call. Should I call? And everybody like started chiming in and saying all different crazy stuff. Actually, one of them was saying that he went through with the process and he got like 50 pages, 50 stack page contract or something in the mail.
That's crazy. And I bet you it was all misspelled.
It was all misspelled from the grand.
After he got to the end, he's like, they want to buy my crayons. This had nothing to do with music or business deal. At the end of the day, they wanted Crayola crayons.
At the end of the day, they wanted what?
Crayola crayons. They wanted my personal crayons.
But there are people out there that legitimately believe
that the Illuminati exists.
That this is like a real.
I mean, it's possible.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna say no completely. It is possible that there's a secret group that do nasty things, from what I've heard,
bro.
I'm not gonna go into detail, but I'm saying I never heard great things about what they do.
Check this.
Oh, did it just cut out completely?
It probably did. It probably did. But so after I sent that message out and everybody started jumping in on that message, I went back to go check the message because I was gonna be like, "Yo, let's call it on the show, right?" And this dude straight up non-existent, bro. There it is, right there. Actually, World Bank gone.
Wow.
The message is gone. Everything's just gone.
Secretary General at World Bank.
Everything is just gone, just completely boom.
Even that's crazy because if you were gonna put Secretary General at World Bank, all of it would be in caps. It wouldn't just be World Bank.
I don't know what to think of it.
That whole thing just looks crazy.
I mean, the spelling was all jacked up. There was a lot of things that were jacked up.
If you want frames and security,
come on now, get up out of here.
That's awesome.
So the dude left me the number to call, and he said, "Yo, call if you're interested." And after I blew the whistle indirectly, I didn't fully blow it, did I?
No, you posted. You posted on Facebook. Hey, I'm trying to go on to the Illuminati. What do you guys think? That dude probably saw that and was just like, "Oh, he's making fun of me.
I'm out of here. I'm out of here." But that's weird. How do you just create a profile just to target one person? You create a profile to target one person. You ask them to join, and then you out.
Facts. That's literally what he did.
That's literally what he did. That's why I was like, hold on.
But then again, you put him on blast on Facebook, weird. So he was probably like, before they get me, I'm out.
Just boom.
He probably went on your page and saw that you have a live show. It's just like, oh, damn it. He's going to put me on blast. I'm out. Nope.
And then he was out.
Spanish Johnny Carson, I'm out of here.
I'm out of here. Yo, well, I mean, as a Christian, you're approached by a message like that. What's the first thing that comes to your head? I'm gonna, I
told you it was the first thing that came to my head. We need to put it on the show. We need to document this.
Are you a this, that, or the other? Are you like, come on, man? Like,
that's the if they would have hit me up, that would have been the first thing I would have thought of. I would have been like, all right, I'm gonna call you on Wednesday. Be by your phone. I want to know all about this Illuminati thing on Wednesday. Why Wednesday? Just, it's the best day of the week for me. Wednesday at 8, actually.
8 o'clock on the dot.
Be there or not. What did they say to you?
Dude, they
now
were like,
or
now
never.
or never.
I would respond the same way. Needs to be on Wednesday at
Bro,
8.
if
Now
it's like an
or
immediate,
never.
you know what I'm saying? Like if it's like an immediate, like now or never kind of thing, you know, followed by all these promises of these riches, like that's the stuff that you, as a Christian, like.
Well, technically, they weren't promising riches. They were promising richies.
Richies. And they were promising a frame. So
And a frame with protection.
call this number now.
Call this number now. It was an infomercial for the Illuminati. Y'all getting sloppy. If this was Illuminati,
Well, I
y'all
mean-
getting sloppy, and that is just crazy. You might as well go to the Home Shopping Network
The Home Shopping Network.
and get the real British guy.
Get the real British guy and sell it.
Like, oh, welcome to the Illuminati. It's lovely here. It's lovely. Wait till you come and sow your life away. It's going to be
It's going
grand.
to be
I
great.
promise. We're gonna give you
Your
riches.
kids are gonna love it every second. I
Protection.
I suck at the voice. So
all
my bad.
the picture frames that you'll desire.
So should I call the number? Yes or no?
Yeah, man. Let's call it.
All right, let me call the number. Kill, entertain them as I try to call this number.
Oh shoot. Oh, you're gonna call on your phone? Oh no, you do the.
Yeah,
WhatsApp.
I'm gonna do the WhatsApp.
Oh shit.
Isn't the messenger? Oh, that's not it.
Yeah. All right, so I guess we calling the Illuminati or the Faluminati.
Is it what's
fake?
Which one's the WhatsApp? Do I got it?
It's the one that says WhatsApp.
Oh,
No, you passed it.
Did I?
There.
okay. So you see it. All right, cool. So how do I do this? I never use this thing.
Go back. Now we're on the bottom, I think.
Calls, right?
Right there.
Boom.
Yep.
But it don't give me no dial.
You don't give you a keypad? There's no keypad?
It's like just
It should be able to give you a keypad.
it doesn't.
Huh.
Why would he give me a number to
about
call
this?
and I can't even call it?
Well, I guess we ain't calling.
I'm not calling that on my phone, man.
Oh,
Oh, wait. Can I? Oh, what if I just add a new contact, or does it have to? The dude has to have the WhatsApp. So I can.
If it's a
add him.
WhatsApp number, yeah, he has to have it.
I'm gonna add him. How about that? New contact. Create contact.
Establishing.
What do I do,
contact.
Grandmaster?
Grandmaster. Yeah, just name him Grandmaster WhatsApp.
Grandmaster.
Yes.
Is this gonna work?
I don't know. We're about to find out. Hey, Brent. Arva, what's good? Devontae, what is happening?
Are we still on right now?
Apparently.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Ready? All right, I saved it. Nah. Oh, wait, like this? That's how I do it?
Yep, right there.
All right, that's the number, right?
Yeah,
All right, here we go.
right there.
Yo, the Grandmaster.
Call it. Right
Yo, that's him. That's the Grandmaster. Yo,
Grandmaster.
Yo, should I
Do you
really
have to
call-
say it like that? He's the master.
should I call this dude for real?
Call
Look at
it.
his picture, bro.
That's the dude.
Yo, this is mad scary, y'all. Yeah.
Yo, Brent, this dude's about to call the Illuminati number
This is
that,
the Grandmaster.
that was given to him. So,
Look at
that is not him. That is an actor.
that's the Grandmaster.
That is a grand lie. Oh, shoot. Are you guys listening? Can you hear that?
Look at the Grandmaster looking at me.
The Grandmasters. This is awesome. I hope he picks up.
He's tracing my call.
Oh my God. He can't trace a call from it ringing.
He's tracing
has to pick it
He's
up.
tracing my call right now, the Grandmaster.
The It's Master.
Whatever, man.
Grandmaster.
That's what it says. This dude ain't answered.
Nah.
This dude ain't answered.
Because I
that's the
think it
number
might,
that he left me.
because you have WhatsApp, I think on his end it's coming up as Marrio Esco.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it's a number that he can't trace, but it'll come up as you. Just like if he called you right now, it'll come up as that. Look.
He's probably like, yo, I'm on your
Grandmaster.
live right now watching your whole.
He's like, you ain't gonna get me. I'm the Grand Master.
You ain't gonna get me, boy. All right,
He's like,
cool.
did you not see my spelling?
So anyway, I was hoping we
Smarter
could
than
get
that.
Illuminati on the line,
Man,
so we can
tried.
give him the gospel. How about that?
You tried.
You know, not even a message I could leave or anything. You know,
Yo, man, I'm really
man,
intrigued about that Illuminati.
I'm trying to do a podcast here, and
Can you do me a favor and pick up?
If you could jump on and let me know how this thing work out.
We don't do interviews.
We
Just
don't
let
do-
you know.
We're just talking about Illuminati in this segment. And
We don't seem to have all the answers, but
but you might. Like, can you tell us some stuff? Let us know what's up, Grandmaster.
so
All right.
you guys
So
are
he didn't wanna
listening.
jump on.
How would you react if somebody came to you to seem mad sketchy, but had all the right answers and looked like a real businessman, like Mario just showed? Well, I don't know if he showed the picture, but no, I don't think he did. Right? No, he didn't. Well, how would you guys react to that? And he promising fame and fortune and all that stuff. Would you question it, or would you look into it and move on with the process and see where it goes?
What? They're struggling right now because that thing is mad choppy.
He said, bro, I had a guy talk about cultic stuff like that, and I told him I'm a reformed believer, and he straight bounced.
I had somebody text me right now. It's
Dang,
choppy.
I'm
It's gonna be
reformed.
choppy. Yo, people jumping in. It's gonna be choppy. So
Yeah, we sorry about that.
I like a dummy in the back end started recording at 4K and streaming on the same PC. My PC is actually fast,
Yeah,
but recording
Mario
the whole show in 4K.
always got to
that
push the envelope.
That can choke it a little bit. So
He's like, man, I'm going to put it at a resolution where it's going to come out and grab someone.
I'm just thinking of quality, y'all. And at this point, I sacrificed the streaming. So
He's like, I'm shooting in 3D.
we'll-
I'm like, I didn't even know you
3D.
could do that. It's like,
40,
he's like,
40.
I'm going to make this happen.
40. So
Somehow.
when you drop your coffee, they can feel it splashing them. They're like, oh man,
And you know we be dropping coffees a lot, so be careful.
this show is dope. I just got burned.
It's so interactive.
It's so intense.
It's like, I thought it was interactive because they answer the comments. No, coffee fell on me.
Oh, it's so dope. When you go on there, you don't know what to expect. Could be coffee. It could be. All right, my bad. One of the things we want to talk about. We're gonna flip it up. Let's dive in.
Yeah. Let's do
One of the
this.
things we want to talk about. Well, I want to talk about. So I follow hip hop, not only with Christian hip hop, but I also follow secular as well. And I like to follow secular because I believe that secular has access to a lot more professional people that have access to way more expensive gear and things like that. They can hire the best of the best. I need you. My little one's peeking in right now. But they could hire the best of the best.
Yeah.
You know. So I like to listen and try to, get ideas creatively with that kind of stuff. With
Such a heathen. Seeking the world for advice. Oh, how dare you.
Hold on one second.
You need to turn, repent, and believe.
I need to what?
You need to turn, repent, and believe.
So I like to hold on. So I like to I like to look at the top, and I like to, get ideas from the top. What's not even just about trending or anything like that, but more so about the sound, like the quality of the sound, because I also do, audio production as well. So I study the audio engineer and all that. So I like to listen to all that. And I like to listen critically. Where's the style going? What kind of different styles out there? Whatever. So as I'm following up with that stuff, I notice, of course, Soulja Boy is trending. Right?
Which caught me off guard.
And there's stick with me. If the live is still going.
In my mind, I'm like, where were you?
Yo, stick with me. There's a point. There's a reason why I'm talking about this. There's a reason why. So Soulja Boy is trending. For those that don't know, who cares? Don't check it out. It's a secular rapper. For those that do know, then you know what I'm talking about. So Soulja Boy comes on, he's trending, and he's talking about how he's the original pioneer of taking over the internet. He's the original one that was hustling the social media as a rapper. And he was saying he's the first one on YouTube. And a lot of people were actually backing that and saying, you know what? He's actually right. You know, a lot of the stuff that he's saying is actually true.
Yeah, but so what?
Right? And some are saying that like he came out of nowhere. Like, but this is what happens when you're trying to do a project or whatever. You know, a lot of these people take on to this trolling kind of, you know, attitude. You know what I mean? And then they take on this trolling approach, and they're saying since Tekashi 6ix9ine got locked up, who was the number one like trending everywhere, right? He took advantage while he's locked up to come in and do his thing.
That sounds accurate.
You know what I'm saying? So they're saying that he took advantage, came in, started doing his thing, and if you start, you know, trending like that, regardless of what it is, bad, you know, trolling or whatever, clickbait, whatever. He's an artist, and a lot of people go to his back catalog and press play, and boom, now he's collecting royalties and getting paid. So my point of all that was why did that intrigue me? Why did I even bother mention that on the show? Is because I started thinking they're actually using this as an effective marketing strategy.
Yeah,
this is actually causing them, number one, to trend, which then turns into noise loud enough that it catches the ears and the attention of those that might not even be fans. They're just like, what's this about? Who's this dude? What's he about? Because he's all over the place.
What is he yelling about?
What's he yelling about? What's he doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's doing all these things, so people are like, okay, what's this about? It's an effective marketing strategy.
I agree.
So now I look at CHH, Christian hip hop. Now, is it something that's being used now, right now?
Like, are people trolling?
Yeah. Have you ever like witnessed besides me starting some fires here?
I was about to say, I only know one. I only know one.
You consider me a troll?
There can only be one.
Hold on. You consider me a troll?
I guess in closest,
I ain't dropping tracks with it.
I guess in closest to what.
Actually, I am dropping a project with one of them.
Exactly. In closest to what the world is doing in regards to trolling, you're like a Christian version.
Oh my goodness, bro. Do that to me right on my live.
Mario's the Christian troll. He's under the bridge with Bibles.
I'm the Christian troll. What is a Christian troll? Under the bridge throwing Bibles, bro. He's the Christian troll under the bridge throwing Bibles.
He's like, he's a troll.
Yo.
But he's also throwing Bibles, so I can't get too mad.
That's definitely the clip. Wow.
It's like, I can't get mad at him. He's throwing Bibles.
All right. So, okay. I mean, like, in a sense of like a Tekashi 6ix9ine.
No,
I mean, like, in a sense of like
in that
people trying to
way?
marry the trolling with the project that's about to drop.
In that kind of way, no, because a lot of times that when they were trolling, it had nothing to do with their music. Like, they would just be an extra about everything.
You know what?
Causing a ruckus.
Being extra.
So I'm saying, causing ruckus. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they were talking about, you know, how tough they are, they would make it in a way where they're like, yo, ain't nobody gonna do something in my street. Like, they just causing a rise.
Yo, you remember when Shailin dropped his project against CHH? Like, just
yeah, but
warning?
that's different, because you aren't really a troll if you go to the person and let them know you're about to troll them. Like, that's not trolling anymore. If I go to you and be like, yo, man, just to let you know, I'm about to troll you really bad on the internet. In love, though.
Can we take a picture?
I love you.
Side by side.
I'm going to take a picture with you first, but then I'm going to troll you.
I'm going to troll you like
so
crazy,
bad.
bro.
And not only am I going to troll you, but I have a whole album worth
of stuff I'm going to troll you on.
It's like, I don't see that as trolling anymore. Now you just speaking your opinion.
All right, well, Ruslan battled Tony of Hazakim.
I don't think that's trolling either, because he was retaliating, wasn't he?
I don't know.
Yeah, he was.
No, it was.
Oh, you saying Ruslan against what Shylin when he went like that diss rap?
He went against Shylin. Man, this sounds like some Mortal Kombat stuff. When Ruslan came against Shylin, and then all of a sudden, Hasakim came out from the cut and said, "Get over here." And friendship wins.
No,
Yeah,
I think I don't know, man. Even when that happened, it was weird for me. It was weird because Shylin was giving an opinion on something on how this group is moving.
Yeah.
And Ruslan, from what it sounded like, took it personally and straight up dissed Shylin. I don't believe that Shylin was dissing us 116 or Rach Al Ghul.
Yeah, might as well. With all these names.
No,
goodness.
But I don't think he was dissing them. And the reason why I know that he wasn't dissing them is because he literally went to them and said, "Hey, I'm going to say some things that are not so nice."
No, I know.
That could come across as trolling. So, but then Ruslan came, and I think that was trolling actually because he came at Shylin.
Watch your words, man.
He did come at Shylin though. That's trolling.
I don't know what that is. Trolling. I think he was just, doing a hip hop thing and saying, you address some concerns, I'm gonna address my part.
Yeah, but he didn't address. He was kind of coming at.
Was he? I can't remember.
He was coming at Shylin.
Was he?
Yeah, he was coming at him.
What did he say?
I don't remember what he said. I just know a lot of the bars. I was like,
if this live was working right, we could have these people jump in and tell us what's up.
Like, from what I remember, he was like saying like he's like over, like go over there, basically. Like at least that's what I took from it. Like, all right, you're done. Go over there.
Go over there.
Like you're not relevant. Stop. At least that's how I took it. But anyway,
trying to stir it up again.
I'm not stirring up. He put it out there. Hey, you go listen to it. You tell me what you think. But I don't know. I don't know how I felt about that. I feel like trolling, if done to, I think if you're using trolling to bring awareness to something that is an issue, that is a genuine issue within CHH, or let's say an artist is doing something unbiblical and everybody seems to be okay with it, and you threw a little comment like trolling, like to shed light, like, yo, look what's happening, you guys are not paying attention to this, in that kind of way type trolling, I don't think there's a problem with that, at least in my opinion.
I guess it depends on how you define
the motive. Like, what's the motive?
Not even like motive, just define trolling. Like,
okay, so define trolling in your opinion.
I heard other people talk about it, and they said pretty much that it's how did they word it? They said pretty much it's something you're doing something without actually caring about it, just for the sole purpose of getting a reaction. Exactly.
So you don't really care about.
You don't really care about it, and you just
you
don't care about whatever the thing is, and you're doing it solely for the purpose of getting a reaction from it.
Just for everybody's clear, can you give an example? It doesn't have to be a real life example. It could be made up, just so that people understand what you mean exactly.
Okay. A fake rap battle. Somebody who's going at. If Ruslan came at Shylin.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't really care about going at Shylin for the sake of voicing his concerns. And he did it solely just to get his name out there. There's trolling.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take an opportunity to diss on somebody or create some kind of thing.
Even though I don't really care about it.
Even just because I want to be seen. I'm gonna tackle that. But if he actually had felt a certain kind of way and he had conviction in that, then I would say that that's not trolling. He's speaking his truth. That dude's voicing his concerns, and this guy's voicing his.
Even if one of them comes really hard, shouldn't it depend on what they say too?
No, that's just accountability for what you say, but that's not what makes it trolling. Trolling is like, I'm gonna just say this thing just so that way everybody can say something.
Okay.
And I don't really care about it.
So in light of us using that tactic, to say something about a topic or person that we don't really care about, but we just doing it for the attention. Does that have a place in CHH or just in the Christian life in general?
I mean, that's a tactic.
It's a tactic for CHH. I don't think so, because that seems shady.
Okay, so you're saying, okay, now you're switching up the convo and you're saying, is this something that the CHH creative can use?
Yeah, because that was
And
your
you're
original
saying
question.
no,
Your
you're
original
saying
question
no.
was, is that a tactic that we could use?
Right.
Is that something that we should use? And I'm saying I don't think so, because shouldn't we be transparent in all of our motives? And saying something about a topic you don't really care about, that's kind of like you're hiding your intentions and you're doing it for ulterior motives. That doesn't seem Christian-like to me.
So, like, for the sole purpose of being seen and heard.
Yeah, like your ultimate motive is to be seen, but you're making it seem like you care.
Well, yeah, because that's not genuine.
Exactly. That's why I say I don't think it has a place.
You know what? Honestly, I think it has no strength anyway. Like, in the world, it's entertaining.
And I think that's why it has so much credibility, because it's super entertaining. It just gets people to want to watch.
Yeah. And for us, it's more so like annoying.
Yeah.
I think it's more so annoying.
Yeah.
I think for us.
I guess it depends, because somebody mentioned MC Goya. The way he trolls is hilarious.
Yeah, but he's a different kind. That's a fun kind of. That's a joyful troll, though.
That's hilarious. That's a joyful troll.
Yo,
MC Goya, if you on here, come at this
Goya
dude.
is a joyful troll.
Yo, he's gonna come at you hard.
That's
now.
a chill troll, bro.
Somebody share this with him.
That's a trollo.
That's a trollo. Dang, man.
Yo, time out.
Yo, he's a trollo.
That's a trollo. Where is it? Which one is it? Here. Oh, whoops.
Oh, boo that.
That is a
Trollo.
He's a trollo.
Dang, that's messed up.
MC Goya is a trollo. Yeah.
Wait, Jasmine Jones is saying something real quick. I think a part of what's complicated the whole situation with Shy also linked an article around the time that he dropped the article written by someone who basically questioned Lecrae's salvation. I think that's why some people were really pressed about it.
That's a fact.
That's true. A lot of people were questioning Lecrae just because his business moves.
You know what though? But if you really look at it, what Lecrae did he did a distribution deal, right?
Yeah.
From my understanding.
Yep. A distribution deal with a secular company.
Right. So, I mean, we do business with secular companies all the time. So throw that out the window. So he made a good deal.
The questioning wasn't so much of the distribution deal. It was the fact that he already had a large platform. He was already making a great living where he was. So to now, work with a secular company to increase, a lot of people are questioning his salvation due to greed. Like, now you're just being greedy. Like, why are you partnering with a non-Christian company just to broaden your audience? Because he probably
wants to be able to hire, more people. He built out a whole team.
Yeah, that's the part that's wrong.
Reach Records is not just a bunch of artists. Reach Records is an entire team of songwriters, producers, audio engineers, graphic designers, videographer. It's an entire production team that they built out. Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't know that too.
Lecrae's vision was to. I don't. I'm just speaking on my behalf, but from what I saw in his movements from afar, I'm just looking at. And actually, he actually did say, they hired. He's proud of hiring people. Yeah. So like looking at that, I could see like in order to do that, you need to make more than just yourself, because as an artist, you can sustain yourself. Mm-hmm. But unless you're like really, really popping and like seen, because this is a big world. It's a huge world, man. Yeah. So in order to be seen in different parts and get, more income and be more established, and then to also not just for yourself, but for a team that you're trying to hire and build out, you need to have that extra help and support. It's
Facts.
just a fact. And if they came in and they were like, yo, we love what you do, it's positive. If they say it's positive, it's like not, they don't care. For them, it's like it's positive, right? Anything Christian is like, oh, that's a positive thing. That's what they say. So if they see you doing some positive stuff and they're like, yo, you know, we can help you get a boost in that and get your name out there to the point where now Lecrae is crossing over into secular.
Yeah.
You know, I have plenty of friends who know who Lecrae is. Straight, you know, I would never imagine them to know who Lecrae is. Let's put it like that. And they know who he is. When I bring him up, they're like, oh yeah, we know, yeah, Lecrae. They know who he is. You know, so he crossed over to that. And that's, I feel like, so far, everything that I said right now, I don't feel like anything in there is sinful or questionable.
No.
So far, it sounds like a good business move. It's like, oh, go out. Good for you. You made the right deal.
Yeah.
You counted the cost, made the right deal. Boom, did your thing. And some people will knock him because of other things, and I don't want to get into that. I wasn't even prepared.
There's a
to
long list. But anyway, the point is that Shylin, you know, did this track, but it wasn't trolling. That was the whole purpose of why we even got into this. He wasn't trolling. He just simply was stating a fact. You know, I think there are people out there who like to troll, and you know, I hope that they're not claiming themselves to be Christian, because as a believer, I don't think that your motive should be self-seeking. It should always be Christ and Christ alone. Do you have to literally do that in every single song if you are an artist? No, I don't think you do. But at the end of the day, your goal should be to proclaim Christ in your own life.
Yep.
So if your ulterior motive to troll is yourself, that is the questionable motive.
I like it. Way to close that up. All right.
Done.
But meeting adjourned. And,
Next.
Cross that off the dock and hope to die.
Unless you have something else to say.
Nah, man. Yeah, I like it. That is it. That's enough on that.
All right.
I feel like you closed that out. So the Christian trolling. There you go. That's done. All right.
Well, you said, what if the motive is more profit?
Yeah. So I guess what I was going with that was like, what if you're trying? I don't know. I get it. It comes down to what we just said, defining what trolling actually means.
Yeah. And what are you doing with it?
Yeah, exactly. So like if you're tackling an issue, you got full conviction on it, you're being sarcastic, that's different, I would say. Than, and I would even say, like, even someone like me, all right, fine. Everybody could say that about me. Oh, they're a troll. Fine, you can say that. But you know what? I'm going to be dead honest. Like, a lot of the stuff that I talk about is because I am being extra sarcastic about something that I'm actually passionate about.
Yeah.
That I actually have convictions about.
Well, that's what I was saying earlier. I think that if you're trolling and the motive is to shed light on a specific thing and it's not yourself.
But that's what I mean. Like,
which is what you do.
It goes back
most of the time you're shedding light on something that you want people to pay attention to.
But it goes back to, how do you define trolling? That's the thing. How do you define that? I think what you're saying is it's like a jab. That's not, for me, a jab is not trolling.
Yeah, but you're saying trolling is when you're
doing something with the sole purpose of being seen and grabbing attention.
Yes, but why can't you use that same tactic but say, I want this to be seen instead of me? Would that negate the trolling tactic?
Yeah, because you're not genuine about what you're talking about. If the definition of trolling is you don't have a real desire to see no kind of outcome. The only desire you have is to be seen. That's it. You don't care which way it goes. You don't care it goes up, down, left. You don't care. You have no desire to see it go anywhere. You're just simply throwing a bomb in there and just letting it explode with no desire. If I didn't marry a desire to actually see this thing flourish, then you have the right to say.
Okay, so can I mention a comment you've made?
Go ahead.
Let's dissect it.
Go ahead. Dissect it. Go ahead.
All right. So you made a comment recently regarding the celebrities, like only interacting with other celebrities.
All right.
And you said they were like figurines. And
Hollywood figurines.
Miniature
Hollywood figurines.
And you said that's cute.
That's mad cute.
So in your genuine desire, you don't care about celebrities interacting with celebrities and all that.
That was just an observation of something I thought that was mad cute.
Okay, but you don't genuinely care about the whole, celebrity to celebrity interaction. That's the part you don't really care about, even though you're mentioning it. But you're shedding light to something that's actually true. Something that you want people to look at, which is the fact that we should not be idolizing.
Here's what I'm trying to say.
Or celebrities shouldn't be
I'm simply trying to state an observation that I think is mad cute. Oh no, bro, can you hear me out? Why can't I? People post up. Hold up, time out. People post up pictures of kittens, dogs, puppies.
Dang, bro.
People post up mad things that are mad adorable and cute. And now here I am trying to share what I think is mad adorable and super cute. And you're bashing me for it, bro. I don't understand.
Que lindo.
Yeah, man. It's like it's mad cute, man. No,
you were shedding light on something that is a fact. But you genuinely don't care about the cuteness of the celebrities interacting.
Okay, ready? This is what it's like.
It's cute.
When you see your daughter performing, right? At like a dance recital thing. If you see your daughter dancing, you know she's not nailing the moves, right?
But you're like,
oh, she's mad cute. You take pictures, you embrace it, you frame it. That's how I feel.
Keep in mind that he's talking about,
man.
Celebrities.
I honestly think
they're not nailing the moves, but they're
they're
cute.
So cute. They're trying
again.
They're trying so hard.
This is trolling at its finest.
This ain't.
I guess there is Christians trolling. I changed my position.
My goodness, bro.
I guess Christians can be trolled.
I cannot be. See, that's the problem with the society we live in. I can't be serious about the things that I'm serious about anymore. Oh my God. It's adorable. Like if I ever see some of these dudes, I probably pinch their cheeks. I probably like, yo,
oh my goodness! This dude said he's gonna stab him in the stomach the dope boy.
Little cute guy. He think he famous. All right. So trolling. So that's it on trolling, huh?
I guess so.
All right. So Gil wanted to talk about something.
I wanted to talk about.
Let's let Gil lead this one. You put me on the hot seat.
I put you on the hot seat. All right. So
Gil, should I? Maybe I shouldn't let you.
Yay.
Maybe I should.
Don't let this one out the cage.
All right. Look. All right. No. We got to handle this carefully.
No, I know.
Are you going to handle this carefully?
I mean, what is careful? Right. In your definition, what is careful? Can you define careful?
Go ahead.
No. I was just,
You might be able to earn your silhouette.
My silhouette. So what, am I going to get on the side or did I get my own corner? What real estate am I getting?
You might be able to earn your silhouette.
Where's my real estate?
No, go ahead.
Anyway, so
real estate.
Do I get the left corner?
Wow.
Do I? Oh no, you got the left corner. Oh. So I was just same thing, Mario. I like to stay in tune of what's going on in
you sent me a link.
Culture. So I sent Mario a link.
I opened up the link.
It was an interview between a Rapzilla representative and a CHH rapper. Do we mention the names or do we just?
Yeah, I guess you can.
So I guess Justin from Rapzilla, he's one of their writers, and he is now doing lives. And he interviewed RG, I believe it was. Don't quote me if I'm wrong, but I believe his name was RG. He's a Reach artist, recently signed. He's been signed with them, I think, 2 years now. From what the interview, wasn't really an interview. So the whole thing was I guess RG just wanted to have a conversation. He didn't want to have a formal interview. And it just seemed cringy. Like the interview was very awkward. And I'm not trying to say like I'm the bee's knees and I know how to interview people better. I'm not saying that either. I'm just saying that it was very awkward. It was very hard for me to focus on the the interaction because it was just very awkward. It didn't seem like it was a what's the word I'm looking for? Free flowing interaction. People were laughing in the background, and it was.
So what's your point?
My point is that I believe, in my opinion, and I hope nobody takes this the wrong way, I feel like when these types of things are happening and the culture is being affected, with interviews or, getting to know artists and building with them and stuff like that, I feel like it should be taken with more care, and they should have some sort of dynamic, and some sort of I don't know what's the word I'm looking for lack of a better word, more personality for that type of platform. And Justin's a great writer. I've read his articles before. Great writer, but not everybody's meant to be in front of a camera. Not everybody's meant to be in front of a camera. Pretty. I'm just saying.
Do you feel that it was qualified to say that?
I may not be, but I was watching as a spectator. I wasn't watching as a person who has a show, because I don't have a show. It's not Marrio Esco. It's not Gil Vargas live.
Oh,
Marrio
come
Esco
on.
live with Gil Vargas.
Man,
I'm not trying to say
man.
like I'm the man. I'm not the man. Mario's the man.
Don't do that. No,
he's the guy.
Don't do that. Stop that. You know what this is, though.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm just trying to be humble.
Please.
So I'm not saying like I have. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying like I'm that dude and I'm the standard. I'm not saying that. But it was very cringy. It was. It just didn't feel like it was a natural flowing conversation. It felt forced. It was weird moments.
Don't you feel like this is something that you should take with your brother one-on-one?
Oh, hey, he put it on a public platform, so I can talk about it.
It's not like you're correcting him on saying.
No, I'm not correcting him. I'm giving an opinion.
Unless you are.
No.
Excuse me, brother.
I'm not chastising nobody.
What did you do there? That was super.
According to the Westminster Catechism.
Please don't ever do that again.
He was very unbiblical with his
I think I know what you mean. All right, I think I know what you mean. And you know what? It's hard because we're amateurs. I would consider us amateurs at what we do.
Yeah.
With this podcast.
You know what?
With this
I'll
show.
even say it about someone secular, so that way nobody gets all bent out of shape.
We had choppy footage this time around.
Fergie.
Last week we forgot to record.
Fergie is a horrible, horrible host. I can't stand when she's hosting the show.
Who?
Fergie from Black Eyed Peas.
Okay.
I can't stand her hosting the show. She's horrible.
Okay.
So I'm just saying, like, not everybody's meant to be behind a camera and, host a show or host interviews or whatever. So I'm saying, it's not just Christian. But I'll even say in the secular realm.
Okay, so what's your motive here? Like, why bring this up?
My motive here is that if we're trying to push the culture, we should make the artist and those watching as comfortable as possible. I wasn't comfortable. I was on edge.
What about our show? It's choppy.
Oh, our show. Jack,
talk about comfort.
Hey, it's not choppy. It's not choppy. It's
smooth. I think we're back on actually.
I feel like our Spanish.
Oh, we are,
because we're Spanish. Even the
what
choppy
kind of hiccups was
Spanish.
That? Man, now people are gonna jump in and have a good time. Man, y'all, now we're good, and y'all still rocked with us. Yo, Mike, Shane, you still in here? Y'all are crazy, man. I would have been out. Yeah,
my thing is all jacked up though.
Mine is good. I see everything happening. It's flowing good now. I think I had some hiccups in the network or whatever. So if y'all missed it and y'all are coming in, we done talked about a lot of things. We done talked about trolling. Gil tried to confront me. I told him my motive, my true motive behind that. It wasn't trolling. It's a genuine, love and desire to share love. And how do the pageants say? The beauty pageants? Grace and peace around the world.
I've never heard that in my life because I don't think I've ever watched it.
Say all the beautiful things, you know what I mean? Like, so we talked a little about that. Christian trolling. Should we do it? And now Gil is jumping in and he's going up against Justin, the editor from Rapzilla now.
I'm not going up against him. I'm saying that the show was cringy.
He's pretty. It
was cringy.
It's cringy. He said he's mad cringy. All right, so let's talk about the cringiness. Okay, you sent it to me. Let me jump in.
Yeah, go ahead.
You sent it to me. You sent
Thank
me the
you
text.
for taking me under the from under the bus now.
No,
finally.
I wanted to see
and say something, please.
I wanted to see.
Shoot.
You're the ball's in your court. I wanted to see how you do.
Okay, well, I'm passing it back.
Okay, you passing it back. We
Go
good.
ahead.
Let's
Now,
get on it.
what do you think?
All right, cool. So I see the link. Normally, when you share a link, it gives you like a picture with it. And yours didn't come with a picture, and I was like, "Great, what is this, man?" And it says something to do
that
with
makes
Facebook.
it even better.
I was like, "What is this?" So I hit it, and then I see this guy come on, and it says Rapzilla, boom, Rapzilla, and I see the dude. You know, I don't know what I'm looking at. I had no. You didn't give me no heads up. You didn't tell me anything.
Nope.
I didn't. I'm watching
Because I just wanted an honest reaction. I didn't want to put nothing in your head. Just
honestly, I clicked out right away. Like I was just like, what is this? And I clicked out. And then that's when you started texting me, like explaining what it was. And I was like, all right, let me give it another try. And I went through. All right, here's the thing. Without gossiping or slandering, here's the thing. I see it and I'm like, oh, okay. In my mind, I start thinking, and now there's a point to this. There is a point, so bear with me, please. Please bear with me. Don't think, I don't want this to be like we're knocking, we're gonna talk crap. Nah, it's none of that. It's simply a desire to see a culture actually make its stamp and actually become, you know, a brand, not a brand, an entity that's actually embraced, not by the world, because I know people will jump on that. You know, oh, the world is never going to embrace it. That's not what I'm saying. Not by the world, just something recognized as something that's real, because the world doesn't recognize a lot of things, like depending on your culture. Like they don't adapt to another culture, like they have their culture. You know what I'm saying? And you have your beliefs, you have your thing. What I'm saying is something that's recognized. Simple. Just Christians are recognized, right?
Yep.
We're targeted. We're recognized.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Just recognized, not like embraced, and like I'm just saying like an actual stamp, an actual entity, an actual thing. And CHH, like you don't have like awards for like that I'm aware of. CHH awards like that. Are you aware of that?
No. There's like the Dove Awards is the closest
Now,
thing.
let me ask you this. Rapzilla, have they done their work with CHH? Yes or no?
What do you mean?
Like done work with CHH, like moved that genre.
I think they played a small part.
Small, I don't know.
I think they
played a big part. I think they're still major right now. Like the
reason why I say a small part is because they're not producing the music. It's the artists. The artists have the big part in moving the culture. That's what I say. They have a small part.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. You're giving all the credit to the creators. Yo, mad props.
If it wasn't for the creatives, Rapzilla wouldn't exist.
100%. You're right. 100%. When it comes to the creators, you're absolutely right. 100%. But I mean their part as a media site. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, as a media site,
they
played a big role. Yeah,
they're the ones with the freshman list, and all the up and coming rappers want to be on that list, and all like they're the ones who kind of move these kinds of things. So as far as exciting the creative to look forward to something, they definitely played a major. Even to this day, they have their competitions, and they're doing a reach tour.
Yeah.
I think Rapzilla is the ones that are directly involved with that, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
They're doing a reach tour. Like, okay, so they definitely have a lot of influence in that. You know what I'm saying? So I guess at the end of the day, what we're trying to say is when I look at something like that, I'm thinking to myself like, well, I expect
more,
a lot from somebody who's proclaiming the #1 syndicated radio station of Christian hip hop in the entire galaxy of the
entire galaxy.
Okay, so when you hold on to that title, right, and you're the #1, representation of everything, like then my expectation goes way up. It goes way up. And then when I see, like, it's no knock. It's like, it literally is no knock. It's just an observation. No,
it's true.
You know what I'm saying? It's just an observation of looking
just
at
like something. All the artists that when they come out and their project is not as good or something like that, we hold it to a high, esteem because, they're who they are. They're artists of great caliber. They have limitless resources. So we look at them with a bigger magnifying glass. So yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. And then I know, and now I'm thinking, okay, this might be all assumption now, but I'll go through my thinking process so people can hear. I'll take the bullets. I don't care. If you guys follow the show at all, if you follow Mario's page,
Whatever.
Mario takes the bullet.
I'll take the hits. I'll take the hits for it because I'll put it out there. Then people can be like, "Oh, you," and then I really say what other people were thinking.
I feel like
time,
the number one comment.
Actually,
if Facebook was able to give you analytics on the highest comment that you've received on your post, is probably the Michael Jackson eating popcorn.
If you refresh that, we're good, Gil. If you exit and re-enter, we're like really flowing right now beautifully, like almost in real time. It's dope. Mike, I see your comment. Jasmine, I see you. You guys are still with me. That's what's up. I appreciate you guys, man. I see everybody still up in here. Thank you guys. Mike says, I remember listening to Rapzilla when DJ Morph was in the Beat Mart back in the days. That's what Mike says. Y'all good. Jasmine, thank you guys for still rocking with us. But I'm about to share some stuff. So my thinking is this. When I start seeing everybody now having a podcast, and we jumped on it. Yo, I'm going to tell you straight up, I'm going to look at strategies. I'm going to look at things. I'm a creative. I love creating. I love doing stuff like this. I don't care. I just like that. I like to do it. I have fun. You know what I'm saying? And I don't, at the end of the day, like I don't care. I enjoy what I do. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's music, the podcast, whatever. Right? Yeah. So, my point. Come on, help me.
In regards to this whole situation.
Okay, so I'll take the hits.
Yeah.
I check out the podcast. In my mind, I'm observing social media. I'm observing how everybody moves. I'm observing the whole trolling thing. I'm observing the whole clout chasing thing. I'm observing everybody hustling social media. Everybody's really trying to get in and doing podcasts and stuff. And so I'm observing the whole, that puts pressure. You know what I'm saying? That puts pressure on the other creators because now you can't be secret in the background, like being, you know, because everybody's out there. Like, yo, bro, if we were like out there trying to sell tamales in Times Square, yeah, right, and you weren't aggressive to put your tamales out in the front of that corner, you're done. Yeah, you're gone. Get out of here. You're not selling tamales anywhere.
The naked cowboys taking attention.
Get out of here, right? So when it's the same way, it's like everybody's taking up that real estate, social media real estate, and everybody's like, you know, taking up their corners, like, yo, get the, you know, yelling for attention. If you're not playing the game, you're gone. That's just facts.
Facts.
That's just facts. And the way that social media moves, let's say you're ministry focused. Let's say you're not even business focused. You're just ministry focused, right? And your mind says, I want the gospel to go out to as many people as possible. Well, guess what? There are certain algorithms that are involved with social media that prevent you from going as far as you want to go. And you actually have to create ads and put dollars behind your ads for that to reach as many people possible. That's just the way it works.
Facts.
That's just the way it works. Stop me when I'm wrong.
No, you're right.
So now I'm observing how all this works. I'm observing the algorithms, and I'm seeing everybody take up their real estate all over social media. Everybody's listening to Gary Vee. Everybody's listening to the next entrepreneur. Everybody's watching the next successful rapper. Everybody sees how the trolling's working. Everybody's using the same hashtag and the marketing strategies and all these techniques, and everybody's running for it at the same time, which puts pressure on everybody to say, uh-oh, we need a podcast. Be on the lookout, and pretty soon every label is obligated to have a podcast. Be on the lookout, like that's coming.
I'm sure.
Know? Like that's coming. Be on the lookout, right? So everybody's starting to feel that pressure. Mm-hmm. Now, when I saw what you sent me, I felt like, oh, there was pressure there. Yeah. Because they don't have space in the podcast, but that I'm aware of. I don't know.
So they have the radio, that's it.
I felt like there was pressure there.
Is it? Something like that,
right? So then they just like, yo, you want to do it? You want to do it? I'll do it. You know, whatever. And then bam, and that's how it happened. That's how it feels like. So it's not even a knock. I don't even want to drag it out. It doesn't even matter. Like that's how I feel. Like at the end of the day, it's just like, oh well, you know, I feel like certain people like know your lane, know your strengths, know your weaknesses. I guess at the end of the day, if we do want to wrap up with a conclusion in regards to this topic, it's just know your strengths, know your weaknesses, and just, you know, if it doesn't phase you, and you just enjoy doing what you're doing, then who is anybody to tell you to stop?
True.
Go have fun. As long as it's not sinful and you're enjoying your time and it's not, you know, compromising any time with your family or whatever, and you're fulfilling all your obligations, you're free to do whatever you want. Go have a grand old time. Go do your thing. But if you're saying we're the influencers and we're the number one in the galaxy and we're the guardians of the galaxy and we're all these things, then the expectation goes all the way up here. That's just facts. I'm not, please, like, that's just real. Like, then it goes all the way up here, and it's like, you know, like for us to get this culture moving forward, maybe move along, maybe move on the side and not dominate every aspect and every real estate that's out there that's free, and maybe position other people in that real estate that are more effective to move the culture forward.
Facts.
Professionals that are, you know, that actually do what they do.
I can't rap, and I'm not gonna try.
Bro, I tried to sing one time, and I try to.
I still think you're a rasser, though. I don't know if you guys remember that term. Marrio is a rapping singer. He just don't sing like ballads, but Marrio actually got a voice. Yo,
I tried to sing one time, and I sent it to my boy, one of my dudes that are on my listening team, and I love that dude. Yo, how long are we in? Are we good? Oh, we're almost there. Yeah, we hung in there, man. We're good. But yo, that's dope. Perfect. That is dope. So I hung in. What was I saying? So
we hung in there.
I sent my singing verse to my boy, and and he's one of the dudes. Like I'm the one that I love tough love. Like I love. You know, ever since hitting the gym, listen, true story, 286 pounds, my biggest, hit the gym, lost like 80 something pounds. I gained like 20 back. But that's beyond the point. But I love the gym. I go to the gym. My diet's messed up right now. My diet's messed up.
Mine too.
But I got to get my diet right. But I love the gym. I still go. I still go to the gym. I love the gym. I enjoy it. And since then.
Why are you talking so fast right now?
Because I want to get through my point.
Dang it.
Since then, when I'm like loving the gym, like, and plus I just killed this coffee. It's like you chase the pain.
Yeah, that's facts.
You chase the pain, like you enjoy the pain, and you see with failure, there's actual results with failure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I kind of like run toward that. I kind of like run toward just things that are exciting like that. You know what I mean? For me, it's like, just go at it. Go do it.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
That making me want to go to the gym right now.
Right after we close this out.
It's like, yo, you go, I'm going to go work out real quick.
But know your strengths, know your weaknesses. I understand that with the failure, you get better with that failure.
Yeah.
When I send my track to my boy, so that way he can give me some critical feedback, I intentionally found somebody that's going to give me hard truth. Not a yes man that's just going to celebrate my every track. I do that on purpose. Like, hit me hard. When you listen to this track, when you listen to this project, hit me as hard as you can. Let me know, like, if it's whack. Let me know. I love it.
That's the only way we're going to get better. People, when they send their tracks, they get too married to it and they just want to hear how perfect it is. But I'm the same way. I can't learn if there's a piece, even if it's a small note that's trash, and you don't tell me. You know what I'm saying? It could be one note. I don't care. Tell me. You'll be like, yo, the song is dope, but there's this one part where you sound like trash. I'll be like, cool, where is it? And then I could fix it. But if nobody says anything, they're like, oh, it's beautiful. It's dope. You letting me put out trash.
That's a fact. There's some people that are on stages that shouldn't be on stages. There's some people that are in booths that shouldn't be in booths.
Facts.
There's some people
and it takes a good, and if a person that we're talking about is Christian, obviously, then it takes another good Christian brother to pull that brother aside and be like, look.
Cut it out.
Cut that out.
Cut it out, man.
It's not for you, bro.
What you doing?
It's not for you.
You know what?
And like you said earlier, unless the person, even though they're trash, they just in love with it so much, they just gonna do it forever. Then hey, boo boo,
hey boo boo, do you?
Do you?
Yo, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna share a story. So, and Gil, I always knew with you because this is the area that you had a blind spot. Be real with me.
Okay, what?
My production.
I did have a blind spot.
You were
not even a blind spot.
Told me
you're not even a blind spot.
You just told me straight. I'm like, bro, stop trying to make beats.
You know what? I told you in a way, and it didn't go over so well.
And I felt it. I read right through that. I'm like, bro, this dude is like,
listen.
Good. The snare needs to be louder.
I'm gonna tell you right now. This is what I told Marrio in my own ways. The best. In the nicest way, because Mario's a sensitive dude when it comes to his art. You can't just be.
No, I just told everybody that I like.
No. I'm not talking about like critiquing. I'm talking about like if you was just to be like, yo, you're trash. You won't take that lightly. I don't think you would take that lightly.
Well, I mean, if I'm saying trash,
that's what I'm saying,
bro.
That's what I'm saying. So I have to tell you this in the nicest way possible. I can't just be like, yo, your beats are trash.
Why?
I can't do that. So what I have to do? So how I did it is I was like, yo, Mario.
I was hold up.
Mario produced my first album completely. And this is how I told him, like, look, bro.
Wait, did I? I made your beats?
Yeah.
I did make your beats.
All of them.
Oh my god.
And wrote it. So I wrote it. So I tell him, I'm like, look, man, I'm gonna tell you like this.
Yeah, you bounce. You got a new producer.
No. That's not what. That's before that. This is before that. This is just after the project is done and all that.
And everything.
And I sat with Mario and I'm like, yo, Mario, I'm gonna tell you like this. You know how when you rap and you do your songs, you love listening to them, don't you? It's like a dope feeling. You bump to it in your whip and you're like, yo, this is fire. Because you're a rapper and you're rapping. You wrote the lyrics. You wrote the way you want it. You got the style you wanted. It's all you. So you're like, yo, this is fire. Okay? I was like, I can't put my first album on and be like, this is fire. Because I would not buy it. And Mario took that so to heart. So you trying to say your project's trash? No,
bro,
that's
totally
not what I'm saying. That is not what I'm saying. Bro. I'm saying I would not buy it.
Wow. That's what he said about me.
Yo, that is the nicest way I could possibly say
what I did for him.
But
yo, I don't care.
Overall,
that track Shadow is fire.
No, that Shadow is
beneath your wings. Beneath your wings.
It was actually, hey, that's a hidden gem right there. This original name to Beneath Your Wings was actually called Shadow. It changed later.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a little
Beneath
Easter egg.
Your Wings is a
Beneath Your Wings is a fire track, and there's actually like 2 more fire tracks on there that I was just listening to the other day because my wife has the album, and every now and then when we're in the car together as a family, my tracks come on, and every now and then I look at her like, why are you playing this right now? Are you trying to make fun of me, or are you actually enjoying this?
Wow. And indirectly making fun of me.
No, it's old, bro. That album is like 6 years old now.
Yeah, true.
It's old, bro. That's like seeing yourself as a kid swimming in a pool. You're like, oh, that's hilarious. You know?
Yo, I'm getting knocked. See, yo, I mean, this is real. You're seeing it.
This is the growth.
You're seeing it, man.
This is the growth.
All
so
right.
now when you listen to the new stuff, you know what I mean? Mario's influence is still there because I learned a lot from Mario. So his influence is always going to be about music.
It's just music when it comes to like R&B.
Mario realized that is not his forte.
Because I'm not an R&B
his
guy. So here I am.
is R&B.
Trying to play keys and stuff, and I'm like, and I'm not a musician.
No,
I'm not a musician, and
but
I'm not
that's
an R&B
why if you
guy.
listen to Beneath Your Wings and hear how everything was created by Mario, you would be impressed, and I'm still impressed to this day.
Beneath Your Wings, for you that haven't checked it out, go YouTube Beneath Your Wings, Gil Vargas. Beneath Your Wings,
shot the video as well.
Oh yeah,
and edited.
Yep,
Mario was like wearing like 15 hats at that time.
Beneath Your Wings. I actually penciled that whole piano. That's why it sounds super like electronic. You know what I mean?
It still sounded dope.
I actually drew those keys. I drew them. Like I didn't play them. I drew those keys. Remember that when I was like, where's the notes fit here? And then we started singing like right in the song, and I was like, bro, this song right here is crazy.
To this day, like when I sing that song a cappella, because I don't have the show track to it, but usually if I sing a cappella, I get compliments on that song like a lot.
That's a dope song.
All the time. People are like, wow, that song is so amazing. I'm like, thank you, man. Me and my boy wrote that. It's crazy. It's like one of my proudest songs. But anyway,
so yeah,
that whole experience was not easy to tell your boy, don't do that.
Yo, so I thought at one point like I was gonna be a dope like producer. I was trying to wear multiple hats. You know what I mean? Like I was like, yo, I'm gonna do this, that, and the other because I love to create.
You did, but in all fairness, you did produce some bangers.
Oh, I did. There was some fire
bangers.
beats.
I'm not trying to completely say you was trash because you wasn't trash.
If I wanted to master production, that's why I stopped because I'm like I can't fully master it.
Yeah,
because I enjoy rapping better. Like I enjoy writing, creating. Yeah. I enjoy the video production like this. Like I enjoy this. The producing was something that
and it showed, bro, because the moment you start producing and focused on your writing,
it got better.
You got way
You know what I'm
better.
saying? Like it got better. Like
Really
I just
fast.
focused in and I learned my lane. I was like, dude, I suck at production. I got a MPC right there. You know what I'm saying? I got software, but I realized that ain't my lane.
Yeah.
And it took a while for me to realize, but I realized that I was like, yo, I gotta come to reality. This ain't my lane because these producers are washing me. You go on SoundClick and you're like, man, like these dudes are washing me. I'm like trash, bro.
When I went on there for the first time and looked up some R&B beats, it was like a kid in a candy store. I was like, oh, this exists.
Yeah, facts.
Even you.
Facts.
Even you, like hip hop beats. You
yes,
were going
bro.
on there like, yo, you're not gonna believe the beat I just found.
You find beats that you just like zone out.
For real.
You're like, oh,
but it's the same thing. The way you stopped and focused on writing and developed that skill to the best that it can be, and you're still growing because even in your newest projects, I'm still seeing growth. But now these guys are doing the same thing, but in production. Like they're mastering and honing their skills.
They're artists
on only beat making.
On just beat making.
So they're beasts. You can't.
Yep.
Like they're beasts.
Fact. So the point of that is, now I knocked myself there. That you knocked me. So that's just the way it is. Like that's
all love. We're all love. Bro.
Yeah. It's
all
just
love.
fact. It's just a fact of the matter. So if you have, if you really want to be in the space, if you really desire to see the culture move, if you really want to see the genre grow and you really want to play a part, just find your strengths and weaknesses. And as soon as you see that you're actually not good at this thing, or you see somebody else is good at that thing, why don't you go after that person and position them into that space?
Yeah.
And it doesn't always have to be rap. Please. It doesn't always have to be the artist. There's so many different things to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk
like
about
there's
artist
a lot.
development. You could talk about, the new upcoming artists, how to navigate through the culture. Like there's so many topics that can be covered. How to create a budget for making an album. What's the most important thing when creating an album when it comes to mixing and mastering and all that stuff? Like, what can you cut costs but still come out with a decent product? I mean, we can go on for days.
I mean, it's a whole team. It takes a whole team, literally. So a lot of artists are wearing a lot of hats, and so aren't the. Actually, it's across the board. Actually, if you think about it, I'm gonna tell you, break it down. Now, this is gonna get geeky, but this is for my creatives or those that are interested to understand how a lot of things work behind the scenes. So you got the artist who is, for the most part, his own manager. For the most part, his own financial advisor. For the most part, his own lawyer.
Investor.
For the most part, his own investor. For his own, he's wearing
engineer,
music producer. He's some of them
graphic designer.
Some of the for real. Like for the most part, the artist,
marketer,
all these different things. And then you have the producer who's also, he's same boat, only on the beat side, on the beat making side. And then if you think about it, even like if you even dive a little bit even further, not just the artist or not just the producer, what else is there? That too. Think about that. Exactly. Think about the manager. Think about it.
Yeah. He has to do the same thing. He has to learn
if we have any.
If they are out there, you mean?
If they're out there.
I'm sure
there's a few.
I'm sure they are.
There's a few. But you're wearing multiple hats. The videographer who has to be, the videographer has to be the director, the scriptwriter, he's like
set designer.
He's like 30-member crew. Yeah. He's like a 30-member crew.
And that right there is why they charge so much. So when you see these prices all crazy, you consider all the jobs that they're being. They're the roadie because they got to carry all that equipment. They are their work. They're the videographer. They're the director.
Their work is crazy.
Set design. You know what I'm saying? Some of these videographers offer like flame torches and all these different pyrotechnics, and they got to buy all that stuff. They have to set it up.
Shout out to J Visuals.
J Visuals, yeah, he's one dude. If you don't know him, check him on Facebook. He provides all types.
But that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. If everybody,
he needs to be knowledgeable in.
Yeah, if everybody understood like how the process actually works and sees that all these creators behind the scenes are actually struggling, and and they saw like maybe if we were more organized and more, you know, united and invested together, you know, as a unit together, all of us, and collectively building this genre up, it will become more sustainable financially. And then you don't have the struggling producers and the struggling videographers and the struggling artists and the struggling, if we were more established.
Think of it like this. Why do gangs always want to recruit people? Because there's strength in numbers.
He went to the gang.
I'm just saying, why do they just continuously grow and grow and grow and grow? Why do they push so hard to get new people? Because there's strength in numbers. So if we as creatives all just got together for one goal, is to create this movement, it would happen. Because we're putting all these experts together for one goal, pushing this one thing forward. That is right there why secular platforms are more successful, because they have all these resources working together. It's not some mystical thing.
But I don't even
when you have a master producer, you have a master marketer, you have a master graphic designer, you have all these masters going, all right, we're going to put out this one project. It's going to be fire.
Yeah.
It's going to be fire. It's not a matter of if. It's going to be fire.
They get in there with the record labels. Like they get in there, like Reach. Like they get in there with stuff like that. With the
that's the reason why they want to hire more people. And if you've spoken to any of the artists from Reach, they'll tell you that they have like 3 or 4 writers that they work with. It's not just them writing songs. And it's because they're trying to build a professional working environment.
Right. I think that's dope.
It is dope.
I think that's fire.
It's super, super dope. The fact that they're taking it to that level, and I appreciate it, honestly.
Creating jobs, like, yo, that's a desire I have.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to be able to create jobs. You know what I mean? Like,
that's moving the culture.
Open up opportunities to create jobs. Like, dude, I love, like, paying the people that we work with. I don't like that bartering thing. Like, I want to pay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When the videographer comes through, I want to be able to come out with money. Because I want the money, you know, I want money for my work. Like, and I understand what it's like to put your commitment to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To put your work in. And I'm trying to pay you for your services.
Facts.
You know, that's how I bless you.
Yeah, that's
you,
when I say let's
unify.
I'm not trying to be slick and say, hey, I'm just trying to do something so I don't have to pay. I'm just saying that if every single individual is worried about getting paid and getting the bag, wouldn't it be easier if they all collectively got together and all got the bag?
It almost feels like the rappers are just chasing this on their own, and it's just rappers and fans.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, you need to have like the middle people, like the A&Rs, the managers, you know, all these different parts together. It's like it's not this, you know, this Lone Ranger attitude like you often. The more established ones do, but a lot of the ones underneath coming up are kind of just, you know, Lone Ranger.
Yeah.
You know, it's all for them, and it looks that way. Yo, that's one thing that I came to realize as a creative myself. I used to struggle with that as well. I probably said this in another podcast, but that's all right. We can touch up on it as new listeners come in, and maybe we can, you know, help, you know, encourage the creatives. But I came to realize that because you're always like front and center when you're building a brand, you know, when you're trying to, you know, make sure that you're, you know, being seen and active on social media. So because, you know, people are bombarded with things all the time, so you're just trying to interact with people and just build with everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you take the opportunity to do that, and during that process of doing all this stuff, sometimes, you know, you can get lost in how people perceive you. So some people might say, you know, it's kind of prideful, or maybe hint at it. Maybe they like don't even directly say it, but they kind of hint at it, you know what I'm saying? And you kind of feel that. Sometimes you kind of internalize that, and you're like, man, am I? And you got to check your motives. So you should be on top of that. And either way, you should be on top of your motives. Yeah. So you're checking your motives, and you're like, man. But then what came to my mind, what made me at peace with it, you know, because I was trying to understand it. I didn't fully grasp it. Marketing, promotion, you know, that kind of stuff. Branding. Yeah. I didn't understand it. When I came to understand what this actually is, what we're doing as creators, what are we actually doing? Because I never defined it. I let the world define it. So a lot of people are not creatives. in my family, there's not a lot of creatives. I think I'm the only rapper. I think there's maybe one or two, maybe. I don't know. I think I'm the only rapper. Like I think I'm the only dude having podcasts. I think I'm the only dude doing all this extra stuff.
I think you are.
With entertainment. So when I think of that, like a lot of people project this idea of what it means to be I don't know. They call it celebrity, you know, like a rapper. Oh, that's celebrity. Or a podcaster. Oh, that's celebrity. Or whatever you do. Oh, that's all celebrity. Or they marry this image of celebrities and fame and fortune and vanity.
Yeah.
Right. And that's projected on you. But I'm a Christian and I'm trying to practice regular marketing and promotion strategies. And now I'm wrestling with myself internally because I'm like, the projection of this thought is this is self-seeking, vanity, vain, bomb on this side. And on this side, you're just trying to honor God, glorify, actually practice strategies and marketing and promotion, but you're feeling like guilty, but you're not fully convicted. So you're wrestling with this, like, what is this? So then you take a step back and examine it and really look at it. And I finally came to realize what it is that I do as a creative and why it's important to practice the marketing and promotion and building with your audience. Hey, what up, everybody? I love y'all. And I realized it's at the end of the day, we're waiters.
Yeah.
We're waiting your table. We're serving you.
Yeah.
I realize all of this is straight serving.
Yeah.
I'm not owed anything. Nope. You know, nobody owes me anything. And all I'm doing is providing. It's all out. It's all out. Podcast. This is out. This is me being transparent in front of a camera. If I look like a fool, I look like a fool. I'm taking the risk. All right. It is. It's on the internet forever. The foolish Marrio. Here I am. You know what I mean? You know? But it's all serving. It's all you providing a service, whether that be entertaining when we were doing skits, whether making people laugh, whether it's the podcast and just interacting back and forth and building with everybody, encouraging people, whether it's music and, you know, give somebody something to look at and marry that with heavy biblical content, you know?
Yep.
Marry that with the gospel and a message, entertainment with a purpose. That's our motto. Entertain with purpose. You know what I'm saying? It's all servant. It's all serving.
Facts.
So that's when I came to realize.
And that's why it's easy to tell when it's not genuine. Because that servitude part doesn't show.
Oh, yeah, gotcha. It's all, yeah.
When you see the motive clearly and they're just putting content just to put content out, but there's no service, there's no sense of like, man, he's really trying to move a culture, or or he or she, it doesn't really matter, and you can clearly see a desire.
I still don't like that when you when you say that, because I feel like I'm not trying to move a culture, you know what I mean? Like I would like to talk about the things that we see and that.
No, I'm not saying we're the pioneers of moving the culture. I'm just saying,
please don't ever come out your mouth with that.
But what I'm saying is that I would like to be part of that process, though. I would like to be part of that reason why the culture is where it's at. I wouldn't mind having that. Like, yeah, I want to help. Am I the guy? No, but I would like to be part of that.
I got you. Well, your desire is to see it move either way.
Yeah, my desire is to see it move. So naturally, I'm going to want to do things that will help it move forward.
Right.
Even if it's marginal.
Right.
Even if I get no recognition or any payment or anything. Even just knowing that I was able to help on a small scale.
Fact. For me, it's a little bit more selfish. I'll be transparent. It's just the desire to create, and then I found the joy in releasing that creativity and getting the reaction from the audience that was moved by that creativity. I found the joy. Like, that came with it. I didn't understand that part yet. So there was a talent there and a gift and ability, right? And in the world, it says that this marries with vanity and go get your riches. Yeah. So as an unbeliever, that's what I did. Go get your riches. Like, I attempted at that. But then the Lord intervened, saved me. And then I came back to this thing, but not realizing it. It was still selfish, but not intentional. It was just like, not selfish. It was glorifying God, but I didn't fully grasp the motive. I still didn't fully understand.
I'm glad you were able to admit you're selfish.
Well, I mean, talking before. I'm talking, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and I'm just being transparent. Like, I didn't fully understand the servant behind that, like the servanthood behind that.
Yeah.
And then as I move forward, then I understood that. I was like, oh, you know, and now it's rewarding. Now it's the work, the labor with the reward.
Facts.
Because the world always said the reward is make it. You know?
That's the thing.
And make it was the money. Make it was like you're good for life. Like that's make it.
Yeah.
The world always projected that on me. But then I came to peace with just serving.
I've always said that. I mean, in regards to making it, I was like, if I can at least pay my bills, that to me is making it. Or the other flip side, if I had a choice, you know, and let's say money was not an option, making it to me is knowing one person was affected positively by my music. I made it.
Right.
Is that not why we do music?
Yeah.
It's to cause change through Christ, hopefully.
Yeah.
You know? So, I mean, even if just one person in my entire career was just like, yo, bro, that song changed me, you know, or, you know, I was brought to the gospel because of your song and that changed my life, I think I would be fine if I didn't make a dime and I was not successful at all after that.
That's the thing. Define success. There it goes.
Exactly.
Define success.
Exactly.
You know?
I'll be cool with that. And I praise God, all glory to God. I have had people come to me and say that to me, which to me, I'm good. I have had people, you know, all glory to God, affected by songs that I've sang or songs on my album. You know, just being able to affect change in someone's life, you know, through
that's
Christ
service.
is
There's
service.
a reward.
Yeah,
that's a reward in itself.
That to me is the reward.
Yeah. So I came to peace with that. And you came to peace with that too. Like you come to peace with just the reward is in people being blessed by what you're putting out. That's the reward. Yeah. There is no quote unquote make it. Now, if is there a position that you could be in where you could be financially stable and do what you love to do?
That'd be dope.
Well, that's just a bonus.
That'd be dope.
But if that's the drive, then take a seat. If that's the goal, take a seat.
Yeah.
Take a seat. It's probably better to take a seat. If you're young, gun for it.
And honestly though, the people who truly want to serve and talk about like, man, it would be dope to actually blow up financially and do this full time. The main reason is that we can continue. Right. Without any restrictions, without going to another job and spending 8 hours at another job. Like if we were able to spend 8 hours developing content for you guys, just straight 8 hours, like, all right, what are we doing for this week? What are we doing tomorrow? And just plan and just execute. That's what we look for. Like that's what we want.
But the point is like even if it don't come, it don't matter.
Don't matter.
We gonna literally came to peace at just finding the reward in just the work of the day. Isn't that Ecclesiastes? Yep. Find your reward. You know, it's rewarding with the work of the day. At the end, you lay your head down and you say, "Thank you, God," because you're not guaranteed tomorrow.
Nope.
I'm not guaranteed I can wake up tomorrow and boom. I plan accordingly. Plan for your year. Plan for plan accordingly. Be wise with your time. Yep. But you're not guaranteed tomorrow. So when you lay your head down in your bed, thank you, God, for a good day. Good night.
Amen.
And on that note,
amen, brother.
So yeah, I think we're good. I think we went even beyond our time, but that's cool. I think we were just having a good convo, you and I. Hopefully people were blessed.
Almost
I lost my train of thought a few times. I know I'm gonna get messages on that.
Again, we apologize on the choppiness. I promise I'll keep Marrio in check and experimenting with 7D.
It actually picked up at the end perfect,
and
bro.
14, so it might 14K.
It might have just been a hiccup.
Yo, Ferry, what's up, man?
What up, everybody? Netherlands. Jumping in. I love you.
You definitely came in late, but I'm glad you came, bro.
Yo, and let me know too, man. Hit me up afterward if you want to hit me up. Music@marrioesco.com. 2 R's in my name for those on the podcast who want to follow up. Those of you on here for friends or even on my Marrio Esco page, even Gil, you can find him, Gil Vargas.
Yep.
You can shoot a message right to my Marrio Esco page and let me know like how y'all rocking with the show. If you have any feedback, like don't just jump out and bounce and be ghost if you actually enjoy the show. If you like one more than the other or you want to see more topics or different things that you like to see, let me know. I have one of my dudes who's constantly doing that, and I thank God for him. I love him. So keep, hit me up. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know. We don't have a special guest all the time, but I am working on things behind the scenes to get more people on board and to talk a little bit more objectively with more, more informatively on specific strategies regarding music and creativity and stuff like that. I do want to implement that in the future, but we do like to just kick back and sometimes just wing it and just have a good
chill
time, man. Because at the end of the day, if this ain't fun, then I don't have time for that.
Yeah. And we still got the email list thing, so definitely subscribe. And I don't know if Mario, we still doing the music thing, but as far as the track, but if you put in your email list, we're gonna send you a track. It is what it is. We love you guys. We want to serve you guys.
And also for those of you that, if I have any listeners in here in Rhode Island, I'm gonna just post this up real quick.
Boom!
I'm gonna be in a commercial during the Super Bowl.
If you're in Rhode Island,
with my homie Bruce Buffer.
Yo, you should come to my crib, bro. They're gonna play it.
They're gonna play it over there, right?
Fall River, Rhode Island, that area.
Dope. That's dope. So
we're gonna watch the Super Bowl too. You should come through.
Now let me just tell you about this opportunity right here, real quick. Just pray for me. Keep me lifted. This is not a bragging moment. This is a sincerely pray for me moment.
Mario's bragging.
No. With this opportunity, it really was on accident, man. It really was. My dude Paul there on the right. On your left, all the way on the left, the Hulk. My dude Paulie, he actually was auditioning for a principal role in this commercial for the Super Bowl, and he told me, "Can you film it for me?" So I did, and we sent it off. And he said, "Can you play the other part, the other character, so that way I have something to go off of?" So I was like, "All right, cool." So I played that, and he sent it off, and they liked the both of us. They liked the dynamic, and they were like, "Yo, we want you and the other guy."
That's crazy.
And I was like, "What?" So Paul was like, "Yo, they want a second audition tape." So we did it again. We sent it, and out of 500 people, left close to 500, they chose us out of those people. And now here's the downfall. The downfall was it's a union project. I'm not a union actor, so they made me SAG eligible, union eligible to become an actor if I wanted to. So now all I have to do is apply for it, and I can become a SAG actor.
Official
So
SAG
keep me lifted. All I'm saying is keep me in
crazy.
prayer, because I would love to get into film.
The Lord is busy.
Oh my goodness. I love the opportunities, keep me lifted, man. I just wanted to share that moment with y'all since y'all are rocking with me.
All I want to say right now is that you look like Will from Christ Centric in that picture.
Wow, bro.
In that picture.
Wow.
I almost thought it was him. I was just like, oh my goodness, Christ Centric is in a commercial for the Super Bowl. Wait a minute, that's Mario.
That's the Trollo.
That's the Trollo.
All right, y'all. Yo, thanks for rocking with us. We love y'all. Apologize for the little for the people on the live for the little blips in the beginning. I'm glad that it worked out toward the end. You guys can come back and check the show. I'll repost it on YouTube, and it'll be available on SoundCloud as well, or whatever podcast catcher you guys use, application you use. Look for Marrio Esco, 2 R's in my name, live. Marrio Esco live. You'll see the silhouette of me. Hit the subscribe and keep rocking with us.
Yeah,
we love y'all.
Love y'all.
Grace and peace. Take care.
If you're listening on the podcast, be sure to check out my Facebook music page, Marrio Esco 1. Again, 2 R's in my name, the number 1 at the end, Marrio Esco 1. Be sure to like and follow that page, because I like to give updates on who I'll be interviewing and leave a description on what we'll be talking about. And I also like the real-time one-on-one back and forth interaction. If you don't have the time to join us on Facebook Live, be sure to check out my podcast. It's called Marrio Esco Live, 2 R's in my name. Again, you'll see the white silhouette of myself with the cross underneath. Be sure to subscribe to that and follow the link as well to whatever podcast you're using or however you're receiving the podcast, and leave us a review. We love to hear feedback. You can also hit me up at music@marrioesco.com and just hit me up with some feedback and ways that we can improve the show or the things that you like and enjoy. Any type of feedback will be highly appreciated. Grace and peace.